Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome to the official new era of Total War 3 Kingdoms. It is something I have been hoping for a very long time as a Total War fan to dive into the China region and the China's history. They have so many good, fantastic histories, and especially periods of time that fit into the new Total War saga that they're wanting to do. I speculated several times that this was going to be the next region, and I am very happy that it is so. We have a trailer here. If you haven't seen it, we're going to watch it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it, and as well as some things that I am hopeful for, and otherwise, let's get right on into it.
The Empire, long divided, must unite. A great dynasty burns, and tyrants rule over the ashes. As the light dims, shadows grow ever darker. Ambition corrupts the future, and harmony shatters in the flames of turmoil. Yet from the cinders, the powerful and righteous emerge. The Empire, long united, must divide, and destiny be shaped by its champions.
Okay, so a couple things right off the bat. This is a very awesome trailer. It's not an in-game trailer, something I didn't necessarily expect. We were supposed to get this trailer tomorrow, but a site leaked it early and CA had to respond by releasing everything. Another thing is this is going to be released in... I saw it on the Steam page before they switched it to fall. I saw September of 2018, which means that we are going to see a April or May release of Thrones of Britannia. Combined with Two Kings and Warhammer 3, it is going to be an excellent year and a half to be a Total War fan. Now, on to the trailer and my impressions of it. We have a very awesome artistic style that is going to be part of this game. China has an amazing artistical history. I love the ink washing intro, and then just the bright colors and everything that we are seeing. I'm very excited to see what the UI will look like and how it will be different from previous titles. Next up is China's terrain. The terrain in China is some of the craziest and most varied, I think, in the world. And as such, I do think and hope that we are going to see more strategy when it comes to the terrain. It's been a while since we've had a real good strategy Total War where you can fully stop an army at some choke points. There's just a lot of ways for the AI to run around, the AI to escape and elude you, and that's been a frustration for me ever since Attila. Warhammer is so entirely awful at it, and it drives me insane. So what I'm hoping that with this game that they will be able to use the terrain and force some choke points to where an army has to fight you if they want to get access to a certain region. It just provides such a deep layer of strategy that I don't think people quite grasp, or that CA quite grasp, because it's just very frustrating chasing an enemy. You should be able to herd an enemy, regardless of how smart the AI is, into a setting where you have a battle of your choosing at your own time. So I'm hoping that with the terrain variations that we see or will see in this title, that will become prevalent. Next up, we do have in the trailer a quick glimpse of what looks like a settlement, a flyover. I actually think, based on what it looks like, it's a little too small, and there's too many big structures in it, so it looks probably more of like a citadel. So again, this is something that I hope we see. I hope we get to see kind of a bringing back to Shogun 2 with the castle styles, because they are slightly similar. There are, of course, a wide range of variances. But I'm hoping maybe there will be some sort of fortress system in place. I do believe the Britannic Kingdoms DLC for Medieval 2 had this system where there were certain fortresses and castles that always stayed there no matter what, and you simply just took them from the enemy or got them taken from you. I hope we do see that, and I hope there are some effects for holding those castles, you know, boost to the region as well as, you know, extended range. A lot of really solid things there. Next up over the flyby that I want to point out is the fire arrows and then the knight army. I don't really see a reason to bring this into a cinematic trailer unless they have plans to use it in the future. Night battles have not been prevalent in Total War in a long time. They at least haven't had the impact that they really need to be. I think they were first brought in Rome, the original Rome barbarian invasion, and I think it's a wonderful and amazing strategical aspect that I do hope they bring back. And I think just this one quick shot really shows off that they're very serious about it, and I'm ready to see more about what that comes into. Next up, we do have some really good artistic styles. Again, looking at the units, I do see the potential for a good solid unit variation, but at the same time it will be there's just not enough cultural differences to me, in a sense, to where you have like Roman legionnaires and, you know, like German barbarian style. So rather it'll be interesting to see how they split up the factions, how they will make them unique to each other outside of just regular campaign effects, really bringing in that unit variance to make the title stand out more. What else do I have to say? We've got just some really good battles. Now, I want to mention this because this historical title is the historical title that will receive the new engine they've been working on. So I am looking for optimization. I'm looking for the laboratory mechanic from Warhammer 2 so we can truly have some really massive battles in this game over on the custom battle side, because China is renowned in its historical recountings of wars, whether that is accurate or not, of having hundreds of thousands of men in a single battle. And I think that really, if we had you know, the Total War 3 Kingdoms, you can only have, you know, 10,000 troops max. That's not going to be very climactic and not really representative of whether the hype it's been built up of China's history or whether that was historically accurate. Now, my hesitancies, I have a couple. The emphasis on champions. I do understand that there were specific champions historically that did kind of bring these people together and really helped alter the course of history. My fear is that, based on the trailer, they are larger than life size. They look like they can take on lots and lots of enemies. And what I'm afraid of is that we are going to see a Warhammer Legendary Lord style type of heroes and champions where these guys are able to take on, you know, 400 or 500 troops in a battle once they get buffed up. I really, really hope that's not the case. It'll be a big, huge letdown for me. I'm okay with a little bit of fantasy style leaking into the historical title, but I still want it to be, you know, 90 to 93% purely historical, with, you know, 7 or 8% of it being fantasy style. I'm excited to see what the champions will do, simply because I need to know more about them before I really make my decision. Don't get me wrong, I'm unbelievably hyped for this game. Unbelievably hyped for this game. I'm not fluent in this history, but from what I have read and gleaned, it makes me very excited we're diving into it. My main hesitancy is seeing what these heroes do and their functionality. We're already seeing heroes that don't die, from Rome Empire Divided as well as Thrones of Britannia, but I'm really, really hoping that they don't put so much emphasis on these champions that they become too OP. My other fear is that this will be so story driven that it's going to ruin the sandbox aspect of this game, much like I'm excited about the Tomb Kings, because even though it takes place in the Vortex, you're not limited by it. I hope that there will be enough wiggle room in there in the story that you can really do what you want. If you want to, you can break the alliance right off the bat and still be able to play and win. That's my hope, and that's where my hesitancies come in with the trailer thus far. Of course, this is just the initial trailer. This is meant to give you impact. This is meant to introduce the era, and that's it. We get more gameplay stuff later on in the year, and we'll be able to speculate more. That's my 2 cents. But I do hope you enjoyed the trailer. I hope you are going to enjoy the era. A lot of people are disappointed because it's China. I am very excited that it's China, just from the research that I've done. It is an amazing area and an amazing time period to be doing a Total War series in. Guys, I do hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I will keep updated on anything and everything that I can in relation to this new series, as well as Thrones of Britannia. That's what I do. This is why you guys come to the channel, and I do hope you enjoy it. See you in the next video. This is Havoc, and I'm out of here. Peace.